The starship Aurora Crest drifted through the quiet reaches of the Helian Verge as a single human waited in a solemn chamber lit by soft violet glow panels. His name was Rian, a former frontier ranger whose reputation for calm judgment had carried far beyond his homeworld. He had been summoned to serve as protector to a pair of royal sisters from the distant world of Lumerus, a world of crystalline forests and luminous cities that floated above the silver plains of its southern hemisphere. Many had warned him that Lumerian politics were intricate and demanding, yet he accepted the duty with steady resolve. Word had spread throughout the Verge that the twin heirs of the Lumerian throne were traveling in secrecy after a failed attempt on their lives. The twins, Lyra and Alan, were said to possess a rare harmonic link that allowed them to sense danger and share thoughts in moments of crisis. Rian knew little else about them, only that they were young, brilliant, and vital to the fragile peace forming between star clusters. He stood in the chamber as the doors slid open, and the twins entered with regal composure. Lyra stepped forward first with measured grace. Her presence carried a quiet strength, and her eyes shimmered like polished amethyst under the chamber lights. Beside her, Alan moved with quicker steps, her curious gaze studying every detail of the human who had been chosen to stand at their side. Though they looked nearly identical, their expressions revealed distinct spirits, one steady and reflective, the other lively and questioning. Rian bowed with respect as the twins approached. Lyra acknowledged his gesture with a calm nod. She spoke with a voice that echoed like a soft bell. She welcomed him as their appointed guardian for the duration of their journey to the capital world. Alan circled around him once with open curiosity before introducing herself with a bright smile. Their manner was warm, but the urgency hidden behind their expressions reminded Rian that hostile forces were still searching for them. Soon after their introductions, the ship departed toward the Lumerian core systems. During the first days, Rian kept a constant watch, learning the layout of the vessel and studying the security logs. He rarely saw the sisters alone, for they spent their hours debating matters of governance, reviewing reports from the council, or practicing their harmonic exercises. Even so, he sensed the tension beneath their calm behavior. They had survived a serious attack only weeks earlier, and whispers of traitors within the royal court cast a shadow over their future. Despite the high stakes, the twins made an effort to know Rian beyond the position he held. Lyra asked him about human customs and the values he learned as a frontier ranger. She listened intently to his descriptions of open deserts, crowded trade stations, and the long silent nights under distant constellations. Her questions revealed a thoughtful mind searching for perspective. Alan asked bolder questions, often about human resilience and instinct. She admired the adaptability of his species, which she said had impressed even the most skeptical Lumerian council members. Rian answered with modesty, insisting that humans were simply persistent rather than exceptional. Still, he felt a sense of pride rising each time Alan or Lyra reflected on the courage of his people. As the days passed, he grew accustomed to their presence, though he reminded himself never to forget the responsibility entrusted to him. The sisters were not merely travelers. They were the future of their world. One evening, the quiet hum of the Aurora Crest shifted into a sharper tone. The lights flickered. Rian instantly moved toward the control room, while the twins followed. The pilot reported an unidentified vessel approaching at high speed. Its signal carried no diplomatic code, and its trajectory suggested an interception attempt. Rian ordered the shields raised, and the engines pushed to maximum thrust. The twins exchanged glances, silently communicating through their harmonic bond. In moments like this, the authority in their bearing strengthened. Lyra took a position behind the navigation station and used her innate sensitivity to guide interference patterns, while Alan directed countermeasures from the tactical console. Their coordination was remarkable. Rian realized that their harmony was not merely ceremonial. It was a powerful strategic asset. The hostile vessel attempted to latch onto the hull, but the Aurora crest managed to break free with a sudden burst from its thrusters. Rian instructed the crew to redirect energy to evasive maneuvers. The twins focused their harmonic abilities to detect the enemy's next move. They sensed fluctuations in the attacker's pulse engines and warned Rian moments before the vessel launched a disruptive wave that could have disabled the shields entirely. Thanks to their insight, the ship avoided the trap and escaped into a narrow corridor of space masked by ion clouds. Hours later, when the threat had passed, the crew gathered in the lounge to recover. Rian remained alert, reviewing the data from the encounter. The twins approached him together. Lyra placed a hand on his shoulder to thank him for his quick command. Alan praised the clarity of his decisions under pressure. For the first time, Rian saw genuine relief in their expressions. The near capture had shaken them more than they wished to admit. From that night onward, their interactions grew deeper. The sisters invited Rian to join their evening discussions, sometimes about diplomacy, sometimes about the strange paradoxes of multi-star politics. They asked him to share views on leadership and loyalty, seeking the grounded perspective of someone not shaped by the complexities of their royal upbringing. Rian spoke candidly, offering insights drawn from his experiences among frontier communities. They listened with appreciation, often exchanging thoughtful glances as they absorbed his views. He noticed that they trusted him more openly. Their questions became honest and personal. They wanted to understand how humans handled loss, fear, and responsibility. Rian answered with sincerity, describing the challenges many faced when defending their home settlements and the importance of unity in crisis. Through these talks, an unspoken bond formed, fragile yet unmistakably strong. As the journey continued, Rian observed the different strengths of the twins more clearly. Lyra was analytical, her thoughts precise and measured. She preferred calm conversation and strategic planning. Alan was intuitive and spontaneous, guided by instinct and bold imagination. Their harmony made them formidable together, but each carried unique burdens as future leaders. Rian came to respect them not only as nobles, but as individuals, determined to rise above their fears. One cycle before reaching Luris, the ship passed near a drifting research station that had sent out a distress signal. Against protocol, the Council had ordered the ship to ignore such calls during the mission. Yet the signal carried a faint signature indicating urgency. Lyra felt compelled to investigate, while Alan insisted they should not risk another ambush. Rian stood between their viewpoints, weighing the potential risks. He proposed a compromise. They would approach the station cautiously, maintain active shields, and send a drone first. The twins agreed. The drone revealed no hostiles, but showed signs of a damaged reactor. Rian led a small escort team, with the twins accompanying him, despite his initial hesitation. They insisted they could assist by sensing structural weaknesses through harmonic resonance. Inside the station, they discovered a single researcher unconscious near the control hub. While Rian secured the area, the twins stabilized the failing systems using their harmonic link to synchronize with the reactor pulse. Their abilities astonished the human escort team. Rian himself had never seen such elegant precision applied under pressure. Together they restored partial power, rescued the researcher, and returned to the ship without incident. Upon their return, Lyra quietly thanked Rian for trusting their judgment. Alan smiled warmly, saying that his steady presence had allowed them to act with confidence. Rian realized at that moment that he had become more than a mere guard in their eyes. He had become a trusted companion. As the Aurora crest approached the Lumerian capital, the twins confided in him truths they had not shared with others. They revealed that the attempt on their lives had been orchestrated by a faction, seeking to divide their united claim to the throne. Their enemies believed the twins' harmonic bond made them too powerful to control, and thus sought to break their unity. They feared returning home without someone steadfast to stand beside them. Rian listened with unwavering focus. He assured them that he would remain at their side throughout the unfolding challenges. His words seemed to bring them comfort. Lyra's eyes reflected gratitude, while Alan's expression softened with trust. When the ship descended toward the crystalline towers of the capital, crowds gathered to welcome the heirs. Yet the atmosphere held tension. Security forces lined the platforms. Hidden eyes assessed every movement. Rian stayed close as the twins walked toward the council hall. Their posture was regal, but he could sense the silent pressure weighing on them. During the ceremonial address, a sudden burst of static shook the hall. Several drones malfunctioned and crashed toward the platform. Rian reacted instantly, pushing the twins behind a protective barrier and signaling guards to form a defensive line. The twins used their harmonic senses to detect the source of the disruption within the gallery. They pointed toward a concealed device. Rian raced toward it, disabling its power core before it could emit a second destabilizing pulse. The council,